Wealth is the product of man's capacity to think. The worst guilt is to accept an unearned guilt. We are fast approaching the stage of the ultimate inversion, the stage where the government is free to do anything it pleases, while the citizens may act only by permission, which is the stage of the darkest periods of human history, the stage of rule by brute force. Reason is not automatic. Those who deny it cannot be conquered by it. Do not count on them. Leave them alone. A creative man is motivated by the desire to achieve, not by the desire to beat others. The question isn't who is going to let me, it's who is going to stop me. The truth is not for all men, but only for those who seek it. Achievement of your happiness is the only moral purpose of your life, and that happiness, not pain or mindless self-indulgence, is the proof of your moral integrity, since it is the proof and the result of your loyalty to the achievement of your values. Every man builds his world in his own image. He has the power to choose, but no power to escape the necessity of choice. Money is only a tool. It will take you wherever you wish, but it will not replace you as the driver. Civilization is the progress toward a society of privacy. The savage's whole existence is public, ruled by the laws of his tribe. Civilization is the process of setting man free from men. I swear, by my life and my love of it, that I will never live for the sake of another man, nor ask another man to live for mine. The only power any government has is the power to crack down on criminals. Well, when there aren't enough criminals, one makes them. One declares so many things to be a crime that it becomes impossible for men to live without breaking laws. The smallest minority on earth is the individual. Those who deny individual rights cannot claim to be defenders of minorities. I don't build in order to have clients. I have clients in order to build. Love is the expression of one's values, the greatest reward you can earn for the moral qualities you have achieved in your character and person, the emotional price paid by one man for the joy he receives from the virtues of another. Contradictions do not exist. Whenever you think you are facing a contradiction, check your premises. You will find that one of them is wrong. It only stands to reason that where there's sacrifice, there's someone collecting the sacrificial offerings. Where there's service, there is someone being served. The man who speaks to you of sacrifice is speaking of slaves and masters and intends to be the master. If any civilization is to survive, it is the morality of altruism that men have to reject. So you think that money is the root of all evil? Have you ever asked, what is the root of all money? Evil requires the sanction of the victim. Force and mind are opposites. Morality ends where a gun begins. Potentially, a government is the most dangerous threat to man's rights. It holds a legal monopoly on the use of physical force against legally disarmed victims. There is a level of cowardice lower than that of the conformist, the fashionable non-conformist. Happiness is that state of consciousness which proceeds from the achievement of one's values. Ask yourself whether the dream of heaven and greatness should be waiting for us in our graves, or whether it should be ours here and now and on this earth. A building has integrity just like a man, and just as seldom. There are two sides to every issue. One side is right and the other is wrong, but the middle is always evil. The hardest thing to explain is the glaringly evident which everybody had decided not to see. Achieving life is not the equivalent of avoiding death. When I die, I hope to go to heaven, whatever the hell that is. Government help to business is just as disastrous as government persecution. The only way a government can be of service to national prosperity is by keeping its hands off. Just as man can't exist without his body, so no rights can exist without the right to translate one's rights into reality, to think, to work and keep the results, which means the right of property. The purpose of morality is to teach you not to suffer and die, but to enjoy yourself and live. Throughout the centuries, there were men who took first steps down new roads armed with nothing but their own vision. Do not ever say that the desire to do good by force is a good motive. Neither power, lust, nor stupidity are good motives. Money demands that you sell, not your weakness to men's stupidity, but your talent to their reason. Upper classes are a nation's past. The middle class is its future. Money is the barometer of a society's virtue. To achieve, you need thought. You have to know what you are doing, and that's real power. To say, "I love you," one must first be able to say the I. A desire presupposes the possibility of action to achieve it. Action presupposes a goal which is worth achieving. Individual rights are the means of subordinating society to moral law. Rights are not a matter of numbers, and there can be no such thing, in law or in morality, as actions forbidden to an individual, but permitted to a mob. God, a being whose only definition is that he is beyond man's power to conceive. From the smallest necessity to the highest religious abstraction, from the wheel to the skyscraper, everything we are and everything we have comes from one attribute of man, the function of his reasoning mind. The man who lets a leader prescribe his course is a wreck being towed to the scrap heap. Run for your life from any man who tells you that money is evil. That sentence is the leper's bell of an approaching looter. People create their own questions because they are afraid to look straight. All you have to do is look straight and see the road, and when you see it, don't sit looking at it, walk. Only the man who does not need it is fit to inherit wealth, the man who would make his fortune no matter where he started. When man learns to understand and control his own behavior, as well as he is learning to understand and control the behavior of crop plants and domestic animals, he may be justified in believing that he has become civilized. Man's unique reward, however, is that while animals survive by adjusting themselves to their background, man survives by adjusting his background to himself. The above are the life wisdom quotes for this episode. Which quote is your favorite? Please leave a comment to tell us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. See you next time.